Abby, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. I was hoping that during this session we could talk about the activity that we planned last week and how it went for you between that session and this session. So read to me the list that we made and then we'll talk about how those things kind of made you feel.
Okay, so I took a bubble bath, I went for a walk, I watched a movie, I read a book, I bought a new outfit, I worked out, and I spent time with someone special.
Okay, so tell me how doing those things made you feel in relation to the feelings of sadness and loneliness that you were telling me about last week.
Well, these things made me more calm and made me feel more relaxed because I got to spend time with myself, and just that makes me happy. Like, going for a walk makes me clear my mind and just focus on like what's going on, but also reading a book makes me forget about my life and focus on the book. Buying a new outfit made me feel good about myself, so that made me happy. And working out also because it like relieves stress and makes me happy and not sad. Taking a bubble bath is just calming and relaxing, and it gives me alone time to just focus on myself.
Okay, so it sounds to me like you really enjoyed the things that made you feel more kind of relaxed and centered. And I don't know, how did seeing your friend make you feel? Like, did that help make you feel less lonely, or did you just kind of tell me about that?
Well, at that time I felt like I needed someone there for me. Like, I started feeling depressed as the week went on. So I asked if that person could come over and hang out with me and spend some time with me, and so she did, and she came over, and it made me feel better about myself and made me feel like someone did care. So it made me happy to know that she could come whenever I needed her to, and she made me feel better, and we just hung out.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like you feel like this person could be with you, like later on, could be around for you and support you later on in other activities that we choose to do to help you feel better.
I think so too.
Okay, so was there anything about this activity that didn't really work for you that you kind of want to change? Was any of it too difficult? Like, tell me how you feel about the activity.
I like that I had to do one thing every day, but I felt like it was too much for that, like every day. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it again, to kind of space it out more.
Okay.
And maybe make the first thing little, and then work our way up, or my way up, to doing something really big that I can feel like I accomplished and that made me feel really good about myself.
Okay. So what kind of things do you think would make you feel like you've accomplished something or are really good about yourself?
Well, just like last week too, like watching a movie I like to do. I'm not too sure what I could do for this week that could help me.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to give you a pen and let's talk about that. So, like, is there anything on the list that you want to do again next week?
Well, I enjoyed the bubble bath because it did calm me down.
Okay.
And relax, so maybe we can do that. I can do that again.
Okay, that sounds good. Is there anything else on there that you want to do again? Or do you want to think of other things?
Well, maybe this time, like, instead of just hanging out with my friend, me and my friend could go do something, like go for a movie or go for a walk together.
Yeah.
Go out and do something.
Yep, I think that's a great idea. I think that will really help you. And it'll give you a chance to talk with your friend about whatever you feel like talking to them about. So what do you think is something bigger that you could do?
Maybe go for a bike ride or something.
Sure, you can do that if that's something.
I don't know if that's big, but
I don't know, is there anything that you really want to do that you haven't really had the chance to, or that you haven't given yourself time to do? Like maybe a small little road trip, like to something like a town a couple hours away, like Toronto or Ottawa or something.
that I can just spend some time to myself.
Yeah, by yourself or with somebody else, it's up to you.
I think a road trip would be nice to kind of get away from everything. And
Alright, and do you want to do them in a certain order, or do you just want to do them whenever?
well, I think I could do the bubble bath like whenever I feel like I need to calm down. The road trip would have to be planned, but I don't think there needs to be like a certain order.
Okay.
But I feel like the road trip would be like the last big thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, and I'll let you decide. You can do these things this week, and then the road trip, if you feel like doing that this week, then you can do it this week, and we'll talk about it next week. Or if you don't feel like it, we can talk about why you didn't feel like it, and we can work up to that. But I think that this is a really good start, and I think that altering this to fit you better is a really good idea.
I agree.
So thank you for coming in today. It was really good to see you, and I hope that you have a good week doing these things.
Thank you for helping me.
No problem.